الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. I'm sure the story of brother Amir Hadith Junaid is going to inspire many Muslims, not only those of us who are sitting here, but inshallah all around the world. As his life inspired a lot of people before he came to Islam, inshallah his story after he came to Islam, it will inspire many Muslims around the world. The story of brother Amir reminds me the story of an early Muslim by the name Ibrahim ibn Adham. He used to be the son of a king. He was a prince. And he was a Muslim. Then he started to he wanted to find the truth. He traveled from Persia all the way to Arabia. And he accepted Islam. His story, in the early Islamic books, Ibrahim ibn Adham, is very famous. One day he was sitting next to the river, a cup of water and a piece of bread in his hand. This prince, that's what he get from the world. And he talked to himself and he said, لو يعلم الملوك وابناء الملوك ما نحن فيه لجاردونا عليه بالسيوف. If the kings and the children of the kings, they know the happiness that's in our hearts, they will fight us to take that happiness from us. So my first question to brother Amir is, Brother Amir, you said all the things that were surrounding you, the material things, didn't give you the satisfaction that you were looking for. So I want you to elaborate a little bit about it.
Basically, like I said, my intentions coming into business was to try to make certain things in my life a little bit better, especially for my family. And that's what brought me happiness. That was my initial approach to finding happiness. You know, we all find joy in supporting our loved ones. We all find joy in helping our loved ones. But I guess when it became easy to help them and find myself into other situations that were supposed to make me happy, you know, I found out, and subhanAllah, it took a long period of time to realize that what really made me happy, I was going away from. And I was chasing something that wasn't really, you know, as joyful as it seemed. And the funny thing about it is similar to how we are about Islam. We notice it the hop, but we find ourselves busying ourselves with things that only take us astray from what's correct. And then at some point we realize this and we try to fight our way back. So happiness doesn't come in things that are tangible. A lot of times people think that, you know, you have to feel something. It has to be something tangible. It has to be something you can hold in your hand. But the real priceless things, you know, they connect to your heart. And like I said, the happiness I had previous, you know, prior to Islam, was just seeing my family happy. Being dutiful to my parents, you know, and loving and appreciating everything they did for me. I found joy in that. And to be able to provide for them in a time of need, that brought me joy. But everything else that you know, brothers and sisters seen on TV, those things didn't make me happy.
My second question to brother Amir is, so many Muslims, they find difficult to stop listening music. And Brother Amir, you were not only listening music, but you were a singer.
Yeah.
After you accept Islam, how you were able to overcome that issue?
Did everybody hear that? Alhamdulillah. Well, basically with me and the music, like I said, you know, it was probably easier for me because, like I said, my intentions was to do something for my family. So when I found Islam, I haven't listened to the radio since I've been a Muslim. I haven't done any music since I've been a Muslim. Only time I might hear music if I get in the wrong person's car or I go to the barber shop. Other than that, you know, the way I see it is music is a deterrence. And I seen what the effect that music had, you know, when I was a Christian. Christians don't really, and alhamdulillah, I'm not trying to slander anybody, any non-Muslims in the house, but the reality of it is, majority of the Christians don't really know the Bible. But they can sing every gospel song. This becomes their only act of ibadah. It's singing. Jesus is the light, clapping, jumping, you know, this is the type of things. It's not funny, but the reality of it is, this is how music infiltrated their faith. And it became their only means of worship. And then they get frustrated when a Muslim approaches them and we know a little bit more about the Bible than them, then it turns into this debate. Alhamdulillah, you know, the reality of it is music is haram. You know, you have several ayah in the Quran that establishes this. You have authentic hadith that establishes this. You have statements from all 4 imams that establishes this. And it's like we turn to the weakest hadith to try to suffice our desire to listen to music. The weakest hadith. When we all know the most sound position on music is that it's haram. And the reality of it is that music plays as a backdrop to your life. If you're upset with a brother and you're on your way to go see him, to talk to him about why you're upset, and while you're on your way, you drive and listen to a song saying, kill him, shoot him when I see him. Kill him, shoot him when I see him. This is not going to help you resolve the matter. This is only going to intensify your approach to this brother who you're already upset with. So when people start seeking refuge in music and loving music more than you love the Creator, you got to take a look at that yourself and see that this is a problem. This is a problem.
Brother Amir,